The man was simply helping his sister pick up her daughter from school. Unexpectedly, he ran into the ex-girlfriend he had heartlessly abandoned years ago. Startled, he quickly pretended not to see her and tried to slip away, but she stopped him on the spot. With no choice, he awkwardly greeted her. "What a coincidence you're here to pick up a child too." She replied coldly, "Do I look like someone who has a child?" The boss said nothing, while the man was already thinking of how to escape. He lied, saying he needed to take his daughter to a tutoring class and had to leave. But the next moment, the little girl exposed him. "My mom says people shouldn't lie. You're lying, you just said I'm your daughter." It turned out she was actually his niece. To make things worse, the niece ran over and hugged the woman, almost revealing everything. The man felt like he wanted the ground to swallow him whole. 4 years earlier, he had fallen in love at first sight with Su Wanqin. His friends mocked him, saying he was like a toad dreaming of eating swan meat, since she was the precious daughter of the richest family. They told him to give up, but he refused. He went to the library every day just to see her. On the third day, he finally met her and they had their first interaction. He was so nervous that he held her hand for too long, making her blush. To win her heart, he even joined a competition in her field and won a gold award. He then confessed to her in public. Touched by his sincerity, she agreed to date him. After that, she often accompanied him to the mountains where he volunteered teaching. Seeing his kind and warm nature, Su Wanqin felt like the happiest person in the world. They even joked about getting married and having many children together. But their happiness didn't last. The Su family used his seriously ill sister to pressure him. For the sake of his family, he had no choice but to break up with her, ignoring her heartbreak. What he didn't expect was that 4 years later, they would meet again, and she had become his new boss. Terrified of being recognized, he tried to hide his face, but she had clearly come for him. The next day at work, she deliberately made things difficult for him. She assigned him a month's workload and demanded it be completed in half a day. It was obvious she was getting back at him. Though angry, he endured it because he needed money for his sister's treatment and his niece's school fees. Later, she noticed he was still wearing the bracelet she had given him years ago. She began to suspect that there had been a hidden reason behind his sudden breakup. After he left, she took out their old college photos. Memories of their sweet past came flooding back. Since she still couldn't let go, she decided that this time, she would pursue him instead. The next day, he was called into her office. In frustration, he threw his ID badge and documents, accidentally knocking over a cup of water onto her skirt. As he bent down to clean up, they bumped into each other again. She hurt her hand slightly, and he instinctively held it and gently blew on the injured spot, just like he used to. The familiar gesture made her feel like they were back in their college days. At that moment, a secretary walked in and saw the intimate scene. After the secretary left, she handed him a job transfer notice. He was shocked to find out he had been reassigned as the CEO's personal secretary. When he tried to protest, she cut him off, asking, "Back then when you broke up with me, did you ever ask if I agreed?" Later, she told him to wait for her and they left together in her car. She took him to a clothing store, saying he needed proper outfits since he was now representing the company. He resisted at first, but she insisted, reminding him that the company's success in an upcoming bid could help fund educational projects. Left with no choice, he agreed to try on the suits. When he came out, even the staff praised how well he looked in them.